Jolota VR. My friend that I met 1 year ago officially. And I'm gonna be doing a documentary on how I met Jolota VR, aka the co-owner, used to be co-owner of Scary Podcast. Let's get it. So, when I met Jolota, it all started around April 20th of 2025. And, funny story, I actually met him because of scrolling on YouTube and finding looking through live streams, and this is basically how we met him. I joined his live stream, joined his code, and basically, I was surprised. He was nice, he was cool, and all of that. But there's one thing that happened. I got my own live stream code the first day I met him. And honestly, I don't know how he just willing to make my first 3 letters of my name a code, but okay, now that the GNN news is over, I can continue, okay? So, continuing with the code story. I got my own code, obviously, and he, just recently hit 1.95 thousand subscribers, which I'm honestly surprised because I met him when I was at 500 subs, and he was at 150 subs. And he beat me in subs, like 3 or 4 months after I met him. And the fact that that happened made me mad. Not made me mad, it actually made me happy because I saw a small YouTuber grow in popularity that I didn't kind of. And also, shout out to my to my fans before I continue. Yeah. And also my, let's move on to chapter 2. The Discord. Now, I went on Discord to find if he was on and see if he had Discord. So he was live. I asked him, does he have a Discord? He said yes. He told me his Discord. I added him. And basically, me and him started talking a lot. We called, we chatted. He got an analog core. And basically, we became real good friends on Discord. Until chapter. Now for chapter 3. Here's where the first piece of drama comes in. Now, this was a long time ago, so do not send hate to anyone that is mentioned in chapter 3. This is just a documentary, and I don't mean to send hate to anyone, okay? Now, I asked Jolota if he could live stream for the 3rd time, and he did. But Signal 11 wasn't too happy with me asking him about if he could go live. And obviously, I didn't beg, I didn't do anything. I just asked if Jolota could go live. And basically, I'll show up a clip of what happened during the live stream. And you're just gonna have to watch. So basically, what you saw in that clip is Jolota and Signal 11. Sigma 11 was crying because he felt bad for yelling at me, Jordan. And basically, that was chapter 3. Not chapter 3, that's not the end. And then we go on to move to Discord so we can talk to Sigma 11 and show him out, show him down. And basically, what I asked Sigma 11 was where chapter 4 for chapter 4. The Sigma 11 chapter. Now, I met Sigma 11 at the same time I met Jordan. Sigma 11, aka Crispy Chris. I met him from Jordan's live stream because he was promoting Sigma 11's channel known as Crispy Chris today. And I just want to say to my biggest fan, Blue for AACU, congrats on 300. But now let's move on. Now let's continue with the Sigma 11 chapter. I added Sigma 11 on Discord. Me and Sigma 11 were talking a lot, just like me and Jordan. And just like Jordan, he talked to me a lot. I mean a lot. Now, to be completely fair, I was actually the only people in Jordan's community to tell him to make a Discord server, I'm pretty sure. I'm not completely positive about that, so don't quote me on it. So basically, what happened was, me and Sigma 11 talked a lot, and that's what chapter 5 comes in. The movie situation. Now, Sigma 11, me, Delorda, Faith, 16K, and other people were in an Animal Company code. About to record a little short scene from a movie that was scrapped. And basically, what just I'm trying to break this down as good as possible so what if you see this, correct me on certain stuff, just I know a lot. This is just a documentary, so it's not just as often. And basically, this was his old fit. Yeah. And he's had the same fit for 5 months! He's had the same fit for 5 months! But besides that, Sigma 11 is a great guy, and you should go subscribe to him and get him a 300. Now, chapter 6. The Nova, and how I met Nova. Chapter. Nova. He was in a Discord call with Julora. He was live, and basically, Nova used to be a packer. Now, he packed me, but I didn't record it, so I don't have clip and stuff about that. But Nova, I don't know. Hold on. Let me get on camera so I'm not sliding anywhere. Okay. Nova is a very nice guy, and basically how I met him is from a live stream that Jordan was doing, like I said. And basically, how I got from Nova is just what I said like 5 seconds ago. And basically, next chapter is Saga OD. The person teaching me how to play the Rain Drift. So, Saga OD. I'll put up his channel right here. And basically, he's my good old friend. And how I met him is actually pretty interesting. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised I'm still friends with him. But we don't talk about how I'm still friends with him. Okay. So how I met him was Delorda was live, right? right? And Suga typed in chat. And he joins. He starts chatting with Georda. He adds him on Discord. They became good friends. And then the giant nerd Suga came in. Now, don't send hate to Suga for this part, but basically he became a big sellout for like a month. We don't need to talk about that though. Next chapter is about Galaxy. Now, Galaxy. Next Galaxy. Now, I'm not talking about the space galaxy. I'm talking about this galaxy. Now, how I met Galaxy is the same way I met Suga. Yeah, it's basically the exact same thing. But, so basically, how I met Galaxy is Georda was live, talking about drama. And basically, I met Galaxy because he was in a Discord call with Georda that I got added. And there's someone in the group that's being in chapter 9. But we don't talk about that just yet. And basically, that's how I met him. Moving on to Astro GT. Astro GT, a good friend of mine. He's silly, funny, and rage baits. And how I met him, oh my word, it's the same way I met Suga in Galaxy. Yeah, you heard me. So, Astro was actually friends with Georda on Discord, and Georda added me to a Discord group with Your Boy Dream, Astro, and my brother, Direct. Shout out to Direct because he's the one editing this video right now. Yeah, that's how I met him. But here's his channel. He used to have 100 subs. So Astro GT, aka the Blueberry, but we're gonna talk about that. What chapter is it? Chapter 10, I'm gonna say. Chapter 10.